Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers in London. Today I'm looking at a book which has come to us from the Ark Group, which is a Wilmington Legal company. It's one of the effective legal management reports which they produce, which are extremely helpful for law firms. This one is called Effective Practice Group Leadership. It's been edited by Laura Armentano, and as I've indicated, it's a paperback coming from Ark. Now, Elizabeth and I have written a review of this book, this report. It's only a small one, I'll show you in a moment. The review title we've given is for the highly motivated only, expert commentary on the profit generating role of the practice group leader, the PGL. Let's have a look at the book first of all. Here it is, a very small book. A little paperback, there we go there. A little bit of a spine there, you can see. Then there's some information on the back. Probably difficult to see. I'll hold it up close to the camera there. There we go. Now, the book doesn't have an index at the back. It runs to, that's the final page, page 89. You can see there is some subheadings and they're numbered. At the front, that's the main front page. Then you've got a contents section, a blurb there about the business, then the contents section setting out the various chapter headings, and there's an executive summary. There are 9 chapters in total in this book, and each chapter is given the name of the person who's written it is quoted. There's an executive summary which is there, which is always worth reading because that spells out what we're talking about. Now, the problem I think with a lot of these books is that they are sometimes using words and phrases that we may not be that familiar with in English, certainly in English law. Effective practice group leadership, for instance. What is practice group leadership? Well, these are new words coming in which actually have come partly from America, I have to say, United States. But let's explain and explore a bit more about why this book is useful, because I think it's a very great management tool. Quote, "Law firm practice group leadership is not for the faint-hearted," says Laura Armentano, who edits this recent publication from the Ark Group and Wilmington Legal. Like similar publications from Ark, which reliably delivers top-drawer management consultancy for law firms, this book isn't for the faint-hearted either, because it's not the easiest book to follow in places, and I have to be very clear about that. Not exactly intended then for the casual reader, this book is for the serious legal professionals, seriously committed to enhancing the quality and scope of their services with a view to raising profitability. The Transatlantic in orientation, as I've indicated, it assumes that readers will be familiar with big firms, big clients and big pressures to acquire and retain bigger and better business. So if this is your situation, or it's likely to be so, you'll be well advised to get hold of this book. Now obviously it's not for everybody, because my own business is relatively small. I'm self-employed, and obviously I do deal with some big clients and big companies, but this is actually aimed at the much larger entity. So within a mere 100 or so pages, it's handily compact. It shares with you the high-powered expertise of 9 highly regarded consultants in this field, and their names are slightly more familiar on the other side of the pond, but all the better for that, as business, especially the practice of corporate law, has gone global, and big time as well. Now, as the editorial voice declares, the book aims to examine the role of the practice group leader, the PGL, in law firms today. The resulting analysis and advice, for which you'd normally pay a small fortune, includes the challenges inherent in this role and the ways and means by which these can be addressed. Provided, of course, you're armed with the requisite tools and authority, and the end in view is to sharpen your firm's competitive edge in a fiercely competitive business environment. That's what we're facing, and I think this is a very helpful set of pieces of advice in the various chapters. Can I just say, of course, a lot of it's common sense, and there has to be a will from the top that you're actually going to explore this type of approach. It's useful then that the book covers a range of business development issues, from planning and marketing to change management to pricing strategies to strategies for effective human resource management and to client care. And I think all of those areas are very, very useful areas for commentary. It's highly motivational as well, and it recommends cultivating a positive working atmosphere as part of a law firm's internal culture, stressing the need to be transparent, proactive and collaborative with both colleagues and clients, whilst upholding reasonable standards of cooperation and courtesy. It's an idealistic vision, you might argue, but not a bad recipe for increasing profit by reducing unnecessary stress within a mature and professional practice environment, and the publication date is cited at 2017. Here is the book again. I'm recording this in the autumn of 2017, so things have changed a little bit since the summer. Brexit is underway here. There is the back, just explaining a little bit about the what the book is. If we open it in the middle, it'll give you an idea of what it's like. This is The Plight of the Practice Group Leader, Part 1. There we go. Very detailed information. The leader's approach has not worked, so it gives you checklists of what you might do to remedy something that hasn't worked, for instance. You've then got little tips. You see the way it's done, a little shaded box area with top tips. Very useful again. How to survive and succeed leading a multi-generational practice group. There again, very sound advice from the people who will know, if anybody will know, how we run things. Thank you very much to Ark and to Laura for bringing everybody together for this publication. It's well worth having in your law library, and once again very grateful to Ark for sending it to us for review. Thank you to all. Bye bye.